My guest is who?
You're directing also.
Oh, I'm directing also. Okay, I guess we brought him out already. Okay, my guest is a classic. He has the classic ability to pinstripe the greatest hot rods in California, Tommy Otis.
How are you? Nice
Tommy,
to meet you, Shel.
a pleasure. I'm directing too, by the way. From the position here, they got you on camera 3, and you know who's on first and what's on second. You know what? You look like, I think it's like, what's his name? Not Pacino, Joe Pesci.
No.
That's who you
without
look
the
like.
wallet. Without
the
money.
wallet. Yeah. But anyhow, okay. Let's get back to who Tommy is. Tommy is the best pinstriper on the West Coast today, and he runs right up there with those people that know anything about classic pinstriping. What's his name?
Von Dutch. Kenneth Howard, a.k.a. Von Dutch.
Kenneth Howard. He wasn't related to the Howards from the Three Stooges, was he?
No. Howard Sprague, though, from the Mayberry RFD show.
There you go. Kenneth
Howard
Von Dutch. And all you people out there that wear all that clothes, give me camera 2. All those people out there that know of the Von Dutch clothing and all of that kind of stuff would understand that that's just a setup. The man was a brilliant pinstriper, worked with Tommy on occasion.
We striped together at a Rat Fink reunion hosted by the late, great Ed Roth at the Kim Diedick Sign Shop in 1984, and that was in Fullerton, California. It was great.
So, tell us a little bit about, you started where?
I started in Baldwin, Long Island, and at the age of 12, I knew I was going to come to Southern California and be a hot rodder and pinstriper and customizer. And I was taught by a great striper in Long Island, Frank Bird from Baldwin. And I guess everybody's inspiration in Long Island, in the city in general, was the great Andy Souther Jr., who moved to California in 1958, 57, 58, and went to work for Peterson Publishing for the great Hot Rod and Custom magazines.
Did 57, 58, California was the international hub of custom cars with flames, everything. A lot was being done with paint and a lot of trick stuff, right?
Everything post-war. You know, right after World War II, there was hot rodding before then, but right after World War II and the Depression, and they went into World War II, and everybody came out, they're full of energy, and everything exploded. Mr. Peterson, the late Bob Peterson, came out with Hot Rod magazine.
He just died.
Just passed away. Mr. Parks, Wally Parks, came out with the NHRA. Also just passed.
Yeah.
These are the cornerstones of Southern California and hot rodding nationwide.
Yeah. These were the guys that, along with Bill France, who did NASCAR, these were the guys that brought us to where we are today in the motoring lifestyle.
That's right. Automotive sports.
And the motorsports lifestyle, yeah.
And the custom car culture.
Yeah. Now, Peterson reminds me a lot of Hugh Hefner with Playboy, you know, a magazine empire or...
An unbelievable empire, and a gentleman,
Yeah.
a class act,
Absolutely.
a classy. We're going to miss him. We miss him greatly.
Yeah. The museum is down on Wilshire Boulevard.
My friend Stephen Young is the chairman of the board of the foundation of the Peterson Automotive Museum.
You know Dick Messer?
Yes, very well.
He's a friend of mine.
Very well.
Absolutely.
Great
Dick
guy.
Messer was in the Army with a very close friend of mine. Yeah, absolutely.
world.
It is a small world. Anyhow, let's take a look, if we could, at one of the cars that you did was this 32 Ford, I believe. And now, did you do the flames on this one?
I built that car along with Rick Cressy of Tri-C Engineering out in Valencia.
Yeah.
And that car put us on the map in '93.
What is it?
It's a 1932 all-steel Ford Highboy Roadster. Highboy indicates that it doesn't have any fenders. It's on top of the chassis. It's not channeled. Fenders are off. It had a 327, two barrels. It had a 4-speed Muncie transmission and a quick change rear. We got 13 magazine covers with that, which is almost impossible to do today.
I was going to ask you if that had been in any of the magazines back in the day.
13 covers.
Really?
Yeah. In the middle of my late dear departed friend Boyd's, the billet, in the middle of the billet craze, that car brought old school hot rodding back at a high dollar level.
Yeah, yeah. That was, I love those. I grew up with all of those kind of cars. And for me, I didn't get out here till way after you. Well, no, not really.
Just 2
No,
years
that's true.
after me.
Yeah. But it was always my dream
Right.
because of the motorsports that was out here.
Right.
That, you know, this was it. Barris with the Batmobiles.
Terrific.
And all of that
These
kind
are
of
all
stuff.
big names.
Yeah.
The Barris family's a great family. You have the Dean Jeffries, Junior Herschel Conway, the best car painter, Ed
Dean
Roth.
Dean Jeffries, I heard, is the guy who invented flames and louvers.
No, not true.
No?
No, actually, louvers from the aircraft business. They came.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, and flames were done as early as the 40s.
Really?
And they didn't look like the flames today. They had their own jig-jaggy shape.
Yeah.
But they
But
developed.
the flames in the 40s were real flames. They could only do it once.
Yeah. With
Right?
fires.
I mean, you know,
That's
you
right.
got to do the car once
one-
and flames,
yeah.
the oil, and the everything.
It's a dying act.
It was a,
Then after that, you have a fire sale.
That's right. Oldest timing, hot rod timing association in the world.
CTA.
California
Right.
Timing Association, Southern California Timing,
Right.
and anybody out there that's interested in motorsports, and I'll just put this commercial, you go look up on the web, Southern California Timing Association, go to Il Mirage and see one of their events. If you're a machine person, did you ever go there?
Sure.
The wildest shit in the world they run out there.
There's so many different branches of this hobby and sport. The antique guys, the sports car guys, the lowrider guys,
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
custom car guys,
Yeah.
the hot rodders, the drag
And
racers.
now on top of that, you deal in the motorcycle people.
Motorcycle people,
that come
huge.
right down. Yeah, it's the love of motorsports. The love of motorsports in this part of the world especially, but I see it, Florida is big because you have the year-round stuff, but and this is a guy, I'll throw a name out because I worked for him years ago when I was back east, is Joel Rosen with Motion.
Motion was from Baldwin, and I was raised and bred in Baldwin.
Yeah.
And he was the rod god, the street machine guy.
That's right. Joel built Cobras,
and we went
he
to
had
National Speedway in
Corvettes.
Santa Mauritius and Englishtown and
Yep.
the Hamptons.
Wait, Hamptons, what was it? What was the one in the Hamptons? What was the
eighth
name
of a
it?
mile track, I forget the name.
Yeah. But because they
Yeah.
had the sports car track,
Right.
you had Bridgehampton.
Freeport Stadium for the stock car races.
Somebody we know and love owned Freeport. Their family owned Freeport.
Buttafuoco owned
absolutely.
Freeport Stadium.
Yep, yeah.
And,
I found that out. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Casper was a great guy. Casper was a great guy.
See, when I was back there, I was a little kid. My older brother ran Freeport. He ran novice at Freeport.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
And I didn't know any of those people
had-
until we got out here, you know.
They had even Brooklyn even had midget race cars, a midget race car track.
Where? Sheepshead Bay was an old track years ago.
There was an old track there, and then there was S&S Speed Shop in Brooklyn.
Did you ever go to the Polo Grounds when they were running
No, I was
stock
too-
cars
I
there?
was- no,
That
no.
was a trip.
Yeah.
When the Giants left, they made